Oh, wrong way, wrong way. There we go. Let's turn the low light on. Cowboy hat. Can't go wrong with a cowboy hat. There we go. Folks, I am Waylon, your cruise director here on this thing we call life and carnival cruising. I love carnival. I love carnival. Carnival cruising is my life. Going to wait a few minutes, maybe a minute here, see if anybody wants to come in, ask some questions. But today, let's go a little nostalgic, however you say it. Um, talk a little nostalgia. Just an article I found. It's an older article. It talks about 6 activities that are not allowed on cruise ships anymore. Dun dun dun. I need some like sound effects, and I need to get good with all the effects. Somebody's got to teach me how to use these things. I'm an old man trying to use new technology. But yeah, a little nostalgia. Talk about 6 activities that are not allowed on cruise ships anymore. And let me go ahead and bring this up here. Oh, shit. Boom! Thanks to Cruise Fever, cruisefever.net. 6 activities on cruise ships that you can't do anymore. Let's go through it. Number one, let's scroll to. Ooh, look at that! Look at that carnival ship. Such a beauty. Such a beauty. You love the carnival, right? Number one, message in a bottle. I guess passengers used to write little messages and throw them overboard. Yeah, you can't be throwing anything overboard nowadays. What's the passengers would write a message along with their name and address, put it in a bottle, and toss it into the sea. They were hoping that someone on a distant shore would reply back with finding the bottle. Many passengers never heard back, but some received a nice surprise in the mail months after the cruise. Cruise lines ended this practice more than 20 years ago. Yeah, you can't throw nothing over to the ocean. Oh my God, you're talking about getting fines and getting all kind of stuff. Yeah, but maybe that was replaced with finding ducks on the ship, right? You go on a cruise ship nowadays, everybody hides their little ducks, their little cards. Hey, look at my Facebook, look at my Instagram, look at my YouTube. So you can't throw bottles over things. You can't throw nothing over a ship. You get in some trouble for doing that. But look at this next one though, skeet shooting. Can you imagine being on the back of a ship? Pull, pow. Hey, that might be fun. I ain't gonna lie. So passengers are once able to practice their skeet shooting off the back of a ship for $1 a shot. I could see that. Mixing that with the alcohol package might not go well. Skeet shooting on cruise ships was stopped a couple decades ago. Oh Lord, they actually oh look, they have a little video of this. Let's check this out. Oh, yeah, that was kind of loud. They used to shoot skeet off the ship. Can you imagine doing that, man? That is, I don't know. I think that's cool. But streamers at Sail Away. I remember, if you're old enough, the Love Boat. I know you used to watch the Love Boat. Used to love that show. I had somebody I know back home actually went on a Princess cruise a couple weeks ago. Had the cast of the Love Boat on the Princess cruise. He was posting pictures all over YouTube. But I was so jealous. That was pretty cool. But used to see back in the day, they used to do all the poppers and the streamers when the ship was sailing away, all that stuff. So commonplace in the 70s and the 80s, passengers would throw streamers and confetti over the side of the ship as they celebrated sail away, waving to their friends and family on the dock. Yeah, you can't throw nothing over the ship nowadays. You will get in so much trouble. But man, I bet that was cool. I never got to do that. One experience I did get to have that I don't really see them do anymore is out of New Orleans. God, I can't remember what year this was. This was a long time ago. I started cruising in 2007, so it was probably 2009, 2010, maybe somewhere around there. Um, we had just pulled out of New Orleans. We left the dock. We were actually, the ship was facing the wrong way, so I had to turn around and go out. And once we turned around and started moving, they had the little tugboats there. They were spraying water as we were going, like, I was like an inauguration kind of deal. I don't know. I know it wasn't the first sailing of the ship, so that was something pretty cool to watch. Of course, I did lose those pictures because they were on a hard drive I have that crashed, so I lost a lot of pictures. But yeah, I used to do the confetti thing. That was pretty cool. Hitting golf balls into the ocean. I guess that goes along with you can't throw nothing over the ship. Now that would be fun. Hitting golf balls, just like just bam, like you're at Top Golf, whacking that thing off the ship. That would have been fun. And funny thing, I think on a Carnival Elation. I think they used to do it because that was the first ship. It was the Elation, yeah, first ship I went on Elation in 2007. I think the top deck, very top deck, is wide open. I think that's where they used to do it because I remember seeing some stuff on the ground here. And well, I haven't read this all the way down yet. I wonder if one of these is going to come up. What I was told by some crew members on that ship, and I remember this to this day, is that that top deck on those older ships used to be for topless sunbathing. That was a good old Serenity deck back in the day. But yeah, I remember seeing some little things like, I don't know, maybe that's where they hit it. That would have been cool. Hitting golf balls. I'd pay to hit some golf balls into the ocean. That'd be fun. But again, nothing can get thrown over the ship. Smoking in the dining rooms and staterooms, yeah, that's it's a no-go nowadays in restaurants. A few years ago, passengers were able to not only smoke in their balconies, but also in their staterooms. Now, all cruise lines have now ended that practice. In every stateroom, balcony, or smoke-free zones, passenger smoking in the ship's dining rooms have been outlawed even longer, with some cruise lines making their changes in the 1990s. Yeah, in today's society, you're not smoking in no dining room. Heck, there's only 3 places on a Carnival cruise ship that you can smoke. It's always the deck above the Lido on the outside portion, usually on the starboard side. That's your right side. If you're looking forward, starboard is the right side. Port left, starboard right, looking forward. Just remember, P comes before S. And yeah, there. Um, Usually it's on a lower deck. Is there a smoking area on a boat? Hey, I'm just talking about that. That's right. 3 areas on a boat. The deck above Lido. So whatever deck the Lido deck is, the one above it, at the open area on the starboard side is usually your smoking area. Casino area, while you're sitting and playing, you can't be walking around. This include vapes, not just smoking, vapes too. There, and then there's usually a lower deck. Usually it's like deck 3, deck 5, something like that on the outside portion on the starboard side. Those are going to be your 3 areas for smoking. So yeah, you can, and vaping is considered smoking on a cruise ship. Number 6. What's number 6? Do not smoke on a balcony. No smoking. Don't get caught. Don't get caught doing it. Fines. You can get kicked off. You can get all kind of in trouble. Right? Don't do it. Visits from friends and family on embarkation day. I remember seeing this. Like you used to watch the Love Boat. You see the guests. They all board and go on a ship with their family, and then they all has to get off before the ship leaves. It's kind of like in airports now. You used to be able to go all the way in with your family at the gate, wave them goodbye as they're getting on the plane, and then you would leave. Yeah, you can't do that no more because of today's world. Same thing here. You are not getting into the building unless you have a a paper, your boarding pass saying, "Hey, I'm on this ship." That would be fun though, cool. But the problem you got with that is traffic and people. It's such a, I want to say like a well-oiled machine of people coming and going, getting off, getting on. I mean, they get there in the morning, they start getting off. Your new people start getting on. They're cleaning, they're doing everything, and there's so much traffic and people just moving. It would be so hectic because cruising is so popular today. It would just be so hectic to have all that mass amount of people on there, and then you probably have people trying to sneak on, stay the whole time, hiding them in their rooms and whatnot. So yeah, you're not getting in that building unless you have a boarding pass. That is it. Oops. But hey, I found an article. Thought it was cool. Talk a little nostalgia about cruising, things that you used to be able to do on cruise ships. Can't do no more. Anything that any activity that had something going off the ship and over it, no. Can't skeet shoot. Can't be doing streamers, um, golf balls, things like that. No smoking in the dining rooms anywhere on the ship. I guess they used to smoke probably on their balconies in their rooms and all that. No, no more. Only certain areas for smoking. So things have changed, and things will change in years from now about what we do today. So everything will be different years down the road. So that's it for me today, folks. I've had a long day at work. Cruising ain't easy, but it sure is fun. So you folks take care. I'm gonna see y'all later.